All right, so good evening and welcome to this new project. So, in this project, I'm going to teach you how to build a catching game where a ball will be catching um, the fruit like an apple. So, quickly, I'm going to be using Scratch programming in this project. So I will just quickly open my Scratch application, and this is my Scratch application here. So I will just double click on it and boom, Scratch is loading. So I can now click here and then maximize it to make it bigger. So as you can see, this is my Scratch interface where you see I have here a cat here. So this is called the sprite. So this is the sprite, and here also I also have some blocks here. I have the motion blocks, the looks blocks, the sound block, the event block, the control, the sensing, the operators, variables, and lastly my block. So quickly, let's just go into the main game. So now quickly I will just come here and remove the sprites, delete. So I need to add a ball since it has to be a catching game. So the ball will be catching the fruits falling from the sky. So here I will just click here and quickly select a ball. So now you can see this is my ball, and I will just also add a backdrop here, and the backdrop I will just choose some boardwalk or maybe anything, but I think boardwalk is fine. So now let's just go and write a few code to this. So first I will go to event and pick this when green flag click, and next I will go to control, and in control I'm going to just take forever block here. Then it's to make the ball move left and right, since it's going to be catching falling fruit that will be falling at random. So I will have to be moving it left and right to be able to catch the fruit. So for that, I will come here and say if then inside here. So then I will go to sensing and say key press here. For the key press, this will be the right arrow for this. Then in the motion, I will be able to change x by 10, change x by 10, and then change x by 10. Then also I will come again to the here again and another one and put this if then here again, and this time I will also go again to key press, and here will be for the left arrow, and this time for the direction I will also say change x, the change x. So this time this will be negative 10. The first one was positive 10 and the next one has to be negative 10. So now let's just move the left and right arrow and see if it's working, but we have to click here first on the green flag, and then I move, you see it's going to the right, and I can also go to the left. Both the right and the left is working perfectly well. So now I will just go ahead and add the fruits, the apple I want to be falling. So for that, I will also come here and choose apple. So for apple, I'm going to just change apple size to 80 to make it a bit smaller. So for the apple, I will say start the event here. Then in motion, I will say go to random. So the apple will be able to go to random position and move randomly. If I click here, you see it's moving in random position. So that is for that. Now I have to set let me set y to 180. So set y here to 180, and then I will now say again that let me build this here. So when click, then let me make a variable and just call this variable score to be able to track the game when the ball is catching. So it will be changing the score. So set score to be, I'm going to set score to be 0. Then I will have forever here for this. If the ball, if the apple touches the ball, so I need to use if then again. So if then inside the forever. So if touching is in sensing, so this is it. So I can bring this here and click inside the mouse pointer and choose ball. Then I can also say that I want to change the score. If it touches the ball, then it has to change the score to change score by 1. Now for sound, I also need to use a sound, but for my sound, I can, here in the sound block, I will just go ahead and click here on sound, then go here and click on this. So for the sound, I'm going to set for the sound collect. So this is collect, the sound I want to use. So I make it louder. Good. Now back to the code and say start sound. So I will start the sound to be collect. That is it. So now again, I will still need to add the same code again, which is go to random because it has to go to random. Then still also copy this first one, maybe duplicate it or leave it there and just go and set x to okay, set y. Let me use set y to 180, so it maintains the same. Now for, let's see if let's see how it is going. So now the last part is what we are going to be doing now. So let me just quickly go to, I want to build the block for, to make the apple to drop from the top now to the boil or from the top down. So for that, I will just say event, then forever here. So I will change y here by -5. Then I will also use the if statement. So if then in operator here you see a block, this block that says lower than 50. So I will take this and put it on top of here. Then inside here I will add the position I want the apple to go back to. So once it drops in the plate or it gets to the down floor, it will have to appear again at the top. So let me go to motion and look for Y position. So this is Y position. So I'll put it on top of here. So now for this, I will say inside here again. So I will repeat the same code to go to random again here, and then I will say set y again to 180. So I think this should be okay for this. So let's just start the game and see if it actually comes. So you see, sorry, I need to check if we make a little mistake from here. Let's change this to minus 170, so it will be able to get to the down because it's not getting to the down. So now I think this should be fine now. Beautiful. So now you see, so this is it. So you see that the game is working perfectly well. So when the apple enters the ball, it goes to start back from the top. So thank you for watching this video. So I will be looking up to seeing you in the next video.